So just last week, we opened an entire box of 1989 Bowman, hunting the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. We did not hit it, but you know what that means? That means we get to try again. On today's episode of Raw Reviews, it's 1989 Donruss Baseball. We are hitting the Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie card today. Let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Mr. Hollywood and welcome back to another episode of Raw Reviews. On last week's episode, we had a little bit of a fail. We opened an entire box of 89 Bowman to try and get a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. We swore we would try the gum if we hit that card, but we did not, unfortunately. So what are we doing today? We are jumping right back in the deep end of the pool. We will hit a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card today out of 1989 Donruss Baseball. Let's set this box up the way it was intended by tearing at the perforation and tucking her into the back just like that. There you go. This is exactly how it would have come in the store. You know, last week's video was probably the most anticlimactic video I've ever done on this channel. We were trying to hit, obviously, the Griffey rookie. We came up well short. We did hit the sort of the TV card that has both him and his dad in it. So there you have it, empty box. This also does have puzzle pieces, kind of fun. I'm just kind of on like a junk wax kick. I know that sounds kind of weird. I think these cards are still a lot of fun to open. Still a lot of big stars, still some good rookies. Randy Johnson has rookie cards in here, Gary Sheffield as well. So to me, it's still a fun rip, and we are going to still attempt to hit the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. I'm telling you guys, today is the day. Nobody skunks Mr. Hollywood 72 packs in a row. Here's our puzzle piece. Do we all know, you know who that mouth is? Because I sure as heck do. That is Warren Spahn. I actually had no idea who that was. I just read the back of the card. All right, so what's the other nice thing about 89 Donruss is they actually have names on the front. 89 Bowman, there's no names, so you have no idea realistically who you're pulling half the time. But this has names, so this should make things a little bit easier. Here are the MVP cards. These are inserts in this set. That is Fred McGriff. Of course, Fred McGriff inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. We do also have these Diamond Kings cards. There's Mark Grace. Let's see, Jeffrey Leonard, Jose Bautista, Paul Gibson, Holton, Roberto Kelly, Kittle, Gallego, and McFarland. So none of those are really gonna move the needle. The only thing that moves the needle today, guys, is our boy Ken Griffey Jr. Here is another piece of the puzzle for Warren Spahn. There's Dwight Gooden, so there's a good player. So we're gonna kind of have a inserts pile, we'll have a good player pile, so we'll do that. But can you imagine getting skunked on the Griffey cards twice in a row? There's a Paul Molitor MVP card. There's Chuck Finley, old school Angels logo, Robin Yount, BJ Surhoff, Chet Lemon, and Mr. Belcher there. I can't even, if we get skunked twice in a row on Griffey, I will open 1989 until I hit it. I mean, that's kind of already the plan. Andy Van Slyke, I need to hit a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. There's Fernando Valenzuela and Ricky Henderson, so two legends of the game there. Andre Dawson on the MVP card. Here's a Dave Schmidt on the Diamond Kings. So far, no dice. Now, the Donruss rated rookie of Ken Griffey Jr. is not really worth a whole lot of money. Most of these junk wax cards aren't worth a whole lot of money. If you can get a 10 in them, then you're actually looking okay. You can make money, because this box, if you want to buy it today, guys, This box costs, believe it or not, less than $50. You can pick up one of these boxes for like 40 bucks or 35 bucks if you're looking in the right places. You can have them sealed by baseball card exchange for probably around 50 bucks if you want that. So they're very affordable. I will give it that, and that's kind of what makes it fun to open. Oil Can Boyd. Can you imagine if someone was actually well, I mean, obviously it's a nickname, but can you imagine printing this on a card today? Oil Can Boyd, Dennis Ray Boyd, Jeff Robinson, there's Cal Daniels on the MVP card. There's Glenn Davis, who we got here? Manny Lee, Fred Tolliver, Mike Campbell, Doug Casenzo, Kevin Mitchell, and Randy Kramer. But like I said before, this is a very cheap rip, and it's kind of what makes it fun, because you can just keep going back to the well, as they say. It's really not a big deal if you had to go buy another box of 1989 to try and hit your own Ken Griffey. Look, it'd be so easy for me to Ron Washington, look at that. There's a card. It'd be one thing for me to just go onto eBay or whatever and buy a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. That would be the easy way out. And they're very high pop counts, and that would be very theoretically easy and probably the quickest way to do it. But I am determined to, oh, Galarraga there on the Diamond Kings. I am determined, there's a Hall of Famer, Eddie Murray. I am determined to pull Ken Griffey Jr. all by my lonesome, all by myself. There's Dennis Eckersley. And guys, I will pull Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know if it'll be today, but it certainly is in my future, because I will not give up. Thanks for joining me once again. I can tell you we'll probably have all of the Warren Spahn puzzle pieces by the end of this. Still no Ken Griffey Jr. There's a David Cone though, so that's cool. So this is what the Griffey card is gonna kind of look like. It's gonna say rated rookie right there. And that's the card we're going for. Jeff Pico, there's Tim Teufel. Let's see, Kurt Manwaring. There's a name. Continuing through. Here's another Spawn puzzle piece. Now we're starting to get pieces of the hat. So we're getting closer on that. Swindell, Orozco. There's Roger Clemens in a Red Sox uni. Rich Dotson, Mike Heath, Roger McDowell. There's F-face Billy Ripken. I always set aside Billy Ripken just because of that classic F-face card. That was, I believe that was 89. Fleer though. Maybe it was a couple years before that. Not 100% sure off the top of my head. There's another rated rookie, but that's the wrong one. All right, so probably about 20 to 25% of the way through, and still no sign of our boy, Mr. Junior. But there's signs of Jeff Robinson, I can tell you that. There's a Mark McGwire on the Donruss 89. Look at the damage on that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at the damage on this card right there. That's not a good sign that randomly a Mark McGwire is damaged. That's the only damaged card I've seen so far in this pack, in this entire box. We know who Joe Carter and Mike Scioscia are, of course. That is a little sketchy to me. That the only damaged card so far is the only one is one of the more prominent ones that we have pulled out of here so far. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Hopefully this has not been searched already. Eric Hansen on the rated rookie. There's Dave Stewart and Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, absolute unit of a human being. John Tudor, Don Slott, Marty Barrett, and Doyle Alexander. So these MVP cards, there's 26 of them. So we should be able to get, hopefully, somewhat close in collecting those as well. Paul O'Neill. Chris Carpenter. Look at that. Chris Carpenter on the graded rookie for the Cardinals. Al Nipper, there's David Cohn, there's Dan Plesac. A lot of these guys are announcers now. There's Ozzie Smith on the MVP. Dan Petrie. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't pull the Griffey. It's going to be very sad if we don't pull the Griffey, and that will be my second straight. I'm gonna move some of this base off the screen. My second straight letdown of a video, right? Kirby Puckett, Carlton Fisk. What a guy, what a guy. Todd Worrell, Tom Browning, Mark Davis, Andy Van Schleich. Holy shnikes, we have not hit anything really of, well, I mean, it's 89 Donruss, let's be honest. You're really not gonna hit anything of value per se in here. There's Darryl Strawberry, Mets all-time home run leader. Devin White, Gerald Young, Kevin Gross, Chris Brown, not the guy who beats people up and sings today. Rick Sutcliffe, Bob Ojeda. Ugly, ugly. We want a Randy Johnson rookie, we want a Gary Sheffield rookie, and we want a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. Is that too much to ask out of junk wax? We are about to find out. Carlton Fisk, Kirby Puckett. There's a George Brett on the MVP. George Brett, also a Hall of Famer. Here's Andre Dawson as well. Brett Butler, Doug Drabeck, Benito Santiago, and there's a Hall of Famer to end the pack in Mike Schmidt there. I actually do like the design of these cards, to be totally honest with you. I think they have a cool retro kind of neon throwback look to them. I mean, let's be honest, most 80s cards do have kind of a throwback retro look to them. Whoops. These puzzle cards are just gonna get all over the place. Corey Schneider, not who I'm looking for. Ryan Sandberg, great player, but not who I'm looking for. Harold Reynolds, your commentator, my man. Mike Greenwell, there's Fred McGriff. Gary Gaetti, here's Mike Scott on the MVP. There's Gary Carter. There is our boy, Gary Carter. Had that power stroke going early. There's a cheater right there, Rafael Palmeiro. Hey, would you look at that? He hit 3 home runs, 14 home runs, 8 home runs, and then what, 25 total home runs in his first 3 years. This guy was hitting like 40, 50 homers later on in his career. Obviously was juicing pretty hard. He was hitting the roids, as we like to say. There's Barry Bonds, obviously another guy who was hitting the roids pretty freaking hard. We can see here, let's see, Barry Bonds had 65. Okay, so, you know, Barry kind of always had power. He had a lot more speed when he was younger. Was actually kind of a stolen base machine. There's no doubt that Barry Bonds' numbers, I think, in terms of single season numbers, that 73 homer season, I don't think those offensive numbers probably, it's hard for me to imagine that those numbers will be broken, but he also had to cheat to do it, so I don't necessarily, I kind of just take that season and I throw it out the window. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people have different opinions on it, but it's hard for me to have any respect for the guy. Same with this guy, Jose Canseco, another guy who was hitting 40, 50 plus homers, but had to cheat to do it. So, you know, I don't really throw a whole lot of respect into that side of things. Here's another puzzle card. I'm just gonna toss it off the side of the camera. There's Ozzie Guillen, Mike Stanley. Yes! Finally! Finally, we did it. It is the Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie right there. Look at that beauty. and it is centered, I will tell you that. That is certainly centered. We'll throw up on the screen right now what the price of this in a PSA 10 is, so you can take a gander at that. Not the most expensive card in the world, but this is exactly what we came to hunt. We did it. We pulled a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. We no longer have to open 1989 products really ever again. George Brett, Oral Hershiser, Alan Trammell. But I mean, let's see if we can hit 2. Why not, right? We hit 1, why not 2? You know? What's that saying? Everyone always says, oh, why not me, right? Why not me? Why not 2 for me? Why not 2 Ken Griffey Jr.'s for me? I'm feeling it. I might hit 3, actually. There is a Warren Spahn Hall of Fame Diamond King there. Good looking card, actually. This is explaining the puzzle that we're putting together up here. So we'll go ahead and put that up there. There's another rated rookie of someone we don't care about, Scott May. All respect to Greg Olson. I'm sure he's a great guy, but he's not the guy. He's not this guy right here. He ain't the kid. He ain't Ken Griffey Jr. the kid. So, you know, not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You're going there. We already have that piece. Here's a Hall of Famer, Wade Boggs. I really like these cards. Cal Ripken, another Hall of Famer, right there. They're just good looking. I don't know how else to explain it. They're just good looking. Barry Larkin, Roberto Alomar, another great player, Howard Johnson, and Greg Harris. We are definitely more than halfway through. We still have Randy Johnson to go, and we still have Gary Sheffield to go. We need to hit Randy and Gary in order to make this complete. There is Craig Biggio as a catcher. Look at that, look at that. Tim Jones, Norm Charlton, Shane Mack, Chris Spire, Tom Prince, and we have a Bobby Bonilla there. Of course, Bobby Bonilla, infamous for his contract, I believe with the Mets, annual Bobby Bonilla Day, where they gotta pay him like into the millions. Dodgers might be doing that with Shohei for quite a while. There's Oral Hershiser on the 59 and counting. That is a very, very cool card. Well centered, 59 scoreless innings and counting. I really like that one. We're gonna go ahead and put that down there next to our boy, the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. We did hit it. There's Ruben Sierra. Here's Curt Schilling. This, I believe, is also technically a rookie card. I think Curt Schilling is a rookie in this set. Okay, so 88 was actually his first year. I'm not sure, then maybe Donruss had an 88 card of Curt Schilling. I'm not 100% sure, but this is at least right up the alley of being at least very close to being a rookie card, if not being a rookie card. So I'm gonna set it there. There's Tony Gwynn, absolute legend. Probably one of the best, one of the top 3 pure hitters to ever play baseball. There's Edgar Martinez. There's Luis Salazar, guys, in case you were Luis Salazar fans back in the day. I know I was a huge Luis Salazar fan. I had a Luis Salazar jersey, actually. I had a jersey of Luis Salazar. I had a jersey. I had autographs of him. I'm kidding. I don't even know who Luis Salazar is. Vince Coleman there. Randy Bush. I would not want to have that name. Like, hey, my name is Randy Bush. Not for me. Will Clark, Rick Aguilera. Not related to Christina Aguilera. There's Drew Hall, Andres Thomas, Felix Fermin, Dennis Rasmussen, Greg Harris, Ken Caminiti, Ledge, Ken Hill, and Jack McDowell. A lot of puzzle pieces, too many puzzle pieces. We're gonna complete this puzzle. I don't know if we can assemble it on camera here, but Brian Harvey, there's Tom Gordon, Johnny Paredes, not related to Isaac Paredes. Here's Todd Burns and Jose De Jesus, Tim Leary, Hensley Mullins, Wes Gardner, Eric King, Juan Castillo, Oswald Peraza. There's a checklist. DePino and Bob Forsch. Come on, Gary Sheffield. Come on, Randy Johnson. Show your beautiful faces. Puzzle card. Bye-bye. Mike Greenwell on the MVP. Here's a Mickey Tettleton and a Steve Bedrosian. Tom Henke, Jim Presley, not related to Elvis Presley. Here's Greg Maddux, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, probably the best command of all time, I would say. Gregory Allen Maddux, of course, started his career with the Cubs. He kind of looks like, you guys see that movie Rookie of the Year? He kind of looks like Henry Rowengartner here, or Roland-Hooser, however you want to say it. It really kind of looks like him. It's kind of funny. Jeff Treadway, yeah, that's not what we want. Danny Darwin, that's also not what we want. You can see here, Leaf Incorporated. So Donruss appears to have been made by Leaf at this time. Another puzzle card. Gallagher, there's Mike Witt, Nelson Santavina, Steve Farr, Jay Bell, Mickey Hatcher, he's a legend, Willie Randolph, Dave Bergman, Wally Blackman, R.C. Gonzalez, Ivan Calderon, and a Diamond Kings to finish that pack. We're gonna have a Diamond Kings to finish this pack as well. You know what I like about wax packs is just the experience of opening them. There's a Kirk Gibson on the Diamond Kings. They're so easy to open. Jay Buhner, they're so easy to open. You don't even have to like tear them, or how many packs are like, it just feels like they're like glued shut, or it takes so much effort to open some of the modern card packs. These wax packs literally just pop right on open. Usually they don't even tear. Another puzzle piece, Johnny Ray. Come on, there's Al Leiter and Julio Franco. Kurt Young, Luis Medina. There's what we were looking for. Ken Oberkfell, Zane Smith. Ooh, come on, Randy Johnson. We pulled a couple Gary Sheffield 89 Bowman rookies in our last rip, so I'm okay with not pulling the Gary Sheffield, but I want the Randy Johnson too. Am I too greedy to ask for a Ken Griffey Jr. and a Randy Johnson? It's possible. There's Welch, Farrell, Shelby, Santana, Burks, Terrell, there's Molitor. Here's Dave Winfield on the MVP. There's Foley and Williams. Continuing forward. Toss that aside. Of course, junk wax is very easily attainable. It is very available. You can go rip a box of this for fun if you want, Johnson. This is kind of why I like ripping it. It's so cheap. It's like under 50 bucks, and you can pull cards of Hall of Famers that look like they're children. And that's kind of my favorite part about opening this kind of stuff. John Smoltz there, Dante Bichette. Mike Diaz, there's Kevin Brown, a legend as well. Terry Clark, last six packs. So we have 6 more packs to find the big unit. Randy Johansson. There's Jose Canseco on the 40-40 club insert. I guess that's kind of cool. Jeter. Ricky Horton, was it? I didn't read it. Tolleson, Ricky Jordan, Jack Savage, Barry Jones. There's Dave Henderson on the Diamond Kings. There's Alex Sanchez on the rated rookie. Come on, come on. 5 packs left. Ken Griffey Jr. has already been hit, but Randy Johnson and Gary Sheffield remain lost. Fred McGriff. And so that is what we still search for. There's David Wells. David Wells is a legend. You know, he actually had a Babe Ruth game-used hat. And I think it was David Wells. And I think he paid like, I forget what he paid for it, but nowhere near what it's worth today, obviously. But he wore it in an actual game, and he actually ended up getting fined like tens of thousands of dollars for wearing that in an actual game. Wow, that was a trash pack. It's a funny picture. I'll throw it up on the screen for you so you guys can see it. That David Wells, it looks so ridiculous, him wearing that hat. Such a power move though, much respect. Gary Redis, that's not Gary Sheffield. Here's Gerald Perry on the MVP, Brian Meyer. Here's a checklist, Diamond Kings checklist. Here's another Diamond Kings of Chris Sabo. Looks like we're getting skunked, guys. We are getting skunked on Randy Johnson and Gary Sheffield. And we did not hit a second Ken Griffey Jr. card, but I'm not gonna complain because I hit one, which means I finally get to move on to reviewing other products. Other newer products, Rick Honeycutt. He is one of the pitching coaches for the Dodgers currently. I believe Lou Whitaker, Bill Wegman, Craig McMurdy. There's Tony Gwynn on the MVP card. Brian Holman and Mr. Jennings. Last pack magic. Last pack magic right here. How about we get Ken Griffey Jr. to provide some luck? We will go ahead and tap Mr. Ken Griffey Jr. on top of this pack because we're about to hit a Randy Johnson rookie card, guys. Watch this. Here we go. Rich Yet. So far, this is bad news. So far, none of these are Randy Johnson. Chad Kreuter, Tracy Jones, Glenn Hubbard, Luis de los Santos. We did, however, hit a Bud Black and a Jeff Hamilton and a Hal Morris and a Tom Bolton and a Darrell Evans. And our last two chances for Randy Johnson or Gary Sheffield. It's a no on that one. It's a no on this one. Last card magic. Hit me with it. Wally Joyner, let's go. Not what we were looking for, but guys, we did it. We hit the Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie. Look at that absolute beauty. It's probably not gonna focus because it is so focused on me, but look at that. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful thing. Our 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. rookie chase can finally end. It only took 72 wax packs to hit one Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, but we did it. So thanks, yes. So thanks for joining me for today's episode of Raw Reviews. Hope you enjoyed a look at 1989 Donruss Baseball, the home of the Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie card right here. So we'll see you back here next time at Hollywood Rips. Take care, thanks for watching. Mr. Hollywood, out.